Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson on square and square roots. Let's begin with square. What is a square? When we multiply a number by itself once, we get a squared number or square. Let's say 2 times 2 is equal to 4, or 1.2 times 1.2 will give us 1.44. So we can say that when we multiply a number by itself once, so 2 is multiplied by itself once, we get a squared number. So we can indicate 2 square to show that 2 is multiplied by itself once, which will give us 4. And here we can show 1.2 square will give us 1.44. So here we can say that square of 2 is 4. And here we can say square of 1.2 is 1.44. Clear? Now let's look what a perfect square is. The square of an integer is a perfect square. Like 2 square will give us 4. So 4 is a perfect square. 3 times 3 or 3 square gives us 9. So 9 is a perfect square. Let's take the negative numbers for instance. Negative 2 square will give us 4. So 4 is a perfect square. So square of an integer is a perfect square. Let's take one more example. 5 square will give us 25. So we can say 25 is a perfect square because I am squaring an integer to get the number. Clear? Now, what are square roots? Square roots are nothing but the converse of squares. Let's take the previous example. 2 square is equal to 4. Means 2 times 2 gives us 4. So we squared 2 to get 4. Now, if I ask what is 2 in terms of 4, we can say 2 is the square root of 4. So we can say square root of 4 is 2. And we can denote the square root of 4 using this symbol, which is equal to 2. Now this square root of 4 simply means the fractional exponent of 4, that is 1 by 2 or half. So square root can be represented in the exponential form, which means 4 to the power raised to the power half or 1 by 2, which will also be equal to 2. Clear? Let's take one more example. Let's write 1.2 whole square, which was equal to 1.44. So square root of, we can say square root of 1.44 is 1.2. And symbolically how can we represent?
Square root of 1.44 is equal to 1.2, or we can write it as 1.44 to the power 1 by 2 will be equal to 1.2. So either of the way we can represent them. Remember, when we find the square root of any number, the result can be both positive and negative. What do we mean by this? Let's look at an example. If we do the square of 2, we get 4. And if we do the square of negative 2, then also we get 4. We know that negative 2 into negative 2 gives you positive 4, and positive 2 into positive 2 gives you 4. So we can represent the square root of 4 as 2, and we can also represent the square root of 4 as negative 2. So we can finally say that square root of 4 is equal to positive negative 2. The answer will be both in positives as well as negatives. But for the moment we are dealing with the concept, so we'll ignore the positive and the negative symbol. Okay?
Now there is one more property which will help us identify the number of digits of the resulting square root of any perfect square number. So here, if a perfect square is of n digits, means let the number of digits be n of that perfect square number, then its square root has n by 2 digits if n is even. So let's take an example. Let's say the perfect square number is 1600, 1600. So if I have to find the square root of this number, then I can identify the number of digits of the resulting square root number of digits, not the square root. Okay, so here how many digits does this perfect square number has? 1, 2, 3, 4. So n is 4. N is equal to 4. So when it is n4 means it is even. So if it is even, then we can say n by 2 digits this perfect square number will have on finding the square root. So n by 2 will be equal to what? 4 by 2, that is 2. So 2 digits. So we can say that if I find the square root of this perfect square number, the resulting square root number will have 2 digits. And what will that be? 40. Now, what will be the number of digits of the resulting square root number if the perfect square number has n digits, which is odd? Then the number of digits of the square root number will have n plus 1 by 2 digits. Let's say if the number is 169. So we have to find the square root of this number. Now how will we identify the number of digits of the square root number? So let's count the number of digits of this perfect square number. 1, 2, 3. 3 means it is odd. So here n is odd, right? 3. So what will we do in that case to find the number of digits of the square root number? N plus 1 by 2, which is n plus 1 by 2 means n plus 1 by 2, that will be equal to 3 plus 1 by 2, that is 4 by 2, and we'll get 2. So 2 digits. So when the number is n is odd, here in this case the resulting square root number will have 2 digits only, and we know square root of 169 is 13, so it has 2 digits. Clear?
So that's all for today. In the next lesson, we will learn how to find the square root using the prime factorization and the division method. Thank you.